Hey, you guys, welcome to the Seal the Deal mini module. Okay, so this is a concept that came about during the Lose 7 Pounds in 7 Weeks Summer Fun Challenge, which, as I'm recording this, we are doing right now, but you may be watching this months from now or years from now. So, this concept is I want you to really use this and embrace it in wherever you are in working towards your goal. And the seal the deal concept is normally in, say, our day to day, you have your plan, at the beginning of the overall plan, and then at the beginning of the month, then the beginning of the week, and even the beginning of the day, right? We have the plan that we've made that we plan to follow. And inevitably, our thoughts, will spiral us out, or something will happen in life that will take us off of that plan that we originally made that we felt was the best plan for us to work, right? And usually what happens is we have a lot of like energy and motivation, and we're like, yeah, like the moment we write the plan or when we start on Monday, it's like we're like, yeah, I've got this, right? Or those first few days, or maybe the first few weeks in general. And what I really want to offer is when it starts to become a few days into your week and life is happening, you're getting tired, work is piling up, you're getting stressed from the kids, whatever it is, that what happens to most of us is at some point in the week or even in the day, but I feel like is as a weekly thought, absolutely use this concept, but you could also apply this to your day, right? Or to your month, right? To any amount of timeline. But what usually happens is we start to like teeter off, and we start to like kind of like fall off track from our goal. And we kind of start to have the efforts, and we start to think less quality thoughts, and our minds just let us take over. And so instead, what I want you all to do is to come Friday or towards the end of your week, when all of that is starting to like hit you and you're starting to want to like give up, instead use the concept of seal the deal and ask yourself, come Friday or come whatever timeline, when you know that you start to dip, and you start like, here's your plan, you're doing good, and then you start to dip, whatever that inflection point is for you. If that's on a Wednesday, if that's on a Friday for your week, right? Maybe if you're thinking about day to day, if that's like 7 p.m., I know like mine would probably be like 8 p.m. I'm like donezo. And so whenever that inflection point is for you, that you're starting to fall off the plan, I want you to think about and hold the space for, especially if this is like your week, say come Friday, what can you do? Like, this is not from a place of like, oh, fuck, what can I do to like finish this week out and still hit my goal? Like, not from that, but you are like on Friday morning evaluating the first 4 days of your week, and you've been going and you notice you're kind of starting to dip, or it's the weekend and there's weekend plans and drinking, or it's off routine, or whatever it is, that we all can start to get dipping and going back into ruining our results, self-sabotaging. Instead, to say, ooh, like, what can I do to seal the deal? What is my little mini plan that you're making for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever time frame, is what can I do to seal the deal on my goal here? Instead of where most of us usually go when we start to hit that inflection point, is kind of like we just start to spiral out, and then we're like, well, fuck it, I'll just start on Monday, right? We'll be like, whatever, I'll just start tomorrow. Oh, whatever, like, this is a really bad time to even do this. I'll just start at the end of the month or once the kids go back to school, right? No, you guys, let's change the game. And instead of Friday or whatever that point is for you being the moment that you're like, ugh, like, ruin the results. No, this is now your time where you are like, let's fucking go. I'm going to seal the deal on my goals. So what I want you to do to literally do that then is evaluate your current results from the week. So you made your plan for, say, X 7 days for this 1 week. Here's the results that you've gotten 4 days in. It's now Friday. And again, apply this to any timeline, but I'm just going to use the week as an example. So come Friday morning, you're like, okay, I've done really good at these things, but these are the areas that you're evaluating. What worked, what didn't work, what do you want to do different? So this did not go too good. I overate a couple nights. I missed a workout here. So to seal the deal and create the result that I want come the end of this week, like no matter what, to make that result absolutely inevitable, I'm going to seal the deal. And this is my seal the deal plan. So you're going to look at what do you want to do for the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going into your weekend, again, whatever timeline it is for you, to be like, okay, to seal the deal, I am going to eat even more clean because I want to and I'm motivated to, not because I have to, not because I should, not because you're forcing yourself, right? No, because you're like, let's fucking go. Like, I want to eat so much cleaner than I did during the week, even. Imagine that on the weekend. You eat even more clean and you do just as many workouts. You're like, I'm going to work out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I want to. Or you're like, I'm going to work out on Saturday and do a back-to-back workout. Like, that's how I seal the deal. I'm going to up my water so much. Like, it would be absolutely inevitable based on this little plan from what results I've already been working towards, right? This isn't to say that like you just kind of like half-assed the week and now you're like, okay, great, like Friday. Yeah, I mean, listen, you use this how you need to, okay? Maybe that is your space. You didn't really do anything during the week. So now you're like, okay, I just don't want that to be your MO. Is like you just kind of meh, and then you all of a sudden you're like, okay, now I'll do some work on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I prefer that only be the exception. Because already imagine if you've been working towards your goals those 4 days out of the week and not hitting it perfectly, but at 80% as a B student. And then your mindset going into the next 3 days in the weekend is, I'm going to seal the deal. This is my plan. I'm making these little tweaks, these little extra things that are going to seal the deal to make my result for this week, whatever it is that you want. That's losing a pound, 2 pounds, if that's hitting all 5 of your workouts that you plan to do, or all 3 of them, whatever it is, you seal the deal with this plan. Okay? I don't know about you guys, but like I got lit up coming up with this concept and thinking about it for us in the challenge. And I'm still freaking lit up about it. Like, what a game changer, right? If instead of being like, oh, well, I kind of did okay this week and now it's the weekend, so I'm just going to like go have some fun. And then you lose the results and all the work that you've made to, and you lose your momentum. And instead, when you're like, I'm going to seal the deal, folks, watch out. Here I come. When that is your energy and the space you're coming out over the weekend, how do you not get more results? Even if, guess what, guys? Even if you still missed your goal, like you still did not lose the pound you wanted to lose, how much closer do you get if you have the mindset of, I'm going to seal the deal and I'm going to fucking get after it this weekend? How much closer do you get, right? And instead of being that constant, like I'm working hard and doing all the things 4 or 5 days a week, and then you kind of drive off and self-sabotage and that cycle, you're consistent 7 days a week being who you are as this healthy athlete, whatever version of yourself you are saying and seeing, right? So let's lean in. I want you to seal the deal. Find that inflection point for you. Decide you're going to make your seal the deal plan of what worked, what didn't work. What are you going to do to make sure your goal is inevitable in the next few days? Okay. All right. And if you need a little help on that, last thing I'll say is under the Lose 7 Pounds in 7 Weeks Summer Fun Challenge, in that section of modules, you will see a module on all the different areas you can look at, not all, but a lot of different areas you can look at to see what you could do to seal the deal. So if you need help, go find that module after this. All right, you guys, we'll see you again soon.